Hi everyone, welcome back to my latest video, and it's a part 2 really. I've already shown you how I made a base for my Life's a Bowl of Cherries travel folio, which was based on a design by Annette Green, and it's my up-leveling project as brand ambassador for Graphic 45. So I've had a little practice with my Little Things papers, and if you haven't already seen, I've made a video on how I make the base with all the pages. So now we're going to add some extra touches and how I make some of the extra pockets to go inside. So some of these ideas are based on Annette's original ideas, especially this zigzag pocket. If I can find that page. Let's be back a little bit more. Here we are, this page. But also, if you are looking for other ideas which I haven't included, such as these vertical pockets, please have a look at Annette's instruction. You can download this free of charge from the Graphic 45 website. It's Club G45 2021, Volume 5, featuring Catch of the Day. So have a look. This is printed straight off the website. Just download it as a PDF and you can just follow it step by step and use whichever papers you want. Okay, so let's go inside. So the first thing we did, we've already added pockets to the inside pages. So we're going to go to these diagonal ones next. So the diagonal ones are going to go... where do they go? On the front of this cherry and on the back of this cherry one. So we're going to look for something quite plain. And it needs to be 4 1/4 tall. So I'm going to have a look, see if I've got anything which might be 4 1/4 already. So let's have a look. This came off the top of the photo mats, I think. Is it? No, not the photo mats. Oh, from the pockets. So let's have a look. Is it 4 1/4? Yes, we have. So let's do this one. So this is now 4 1/4 by 12. And what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to go for an 8 because you're not going to fit a 6x4 photo in. So I'm going to come back to 3 7/8. So it's just back from the 4. And from 8, I'm just going to go forward one to 8 1/8. Oh, I want to keep this for a second. So this is the top. Well, actually, I'm going to use the plainer side. So this is going to be the top. So I'm going to come here and have it the long way. And I need to come back 2 inches. So 1, 2. So it's at 1 3/4. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take that 1 3/4 to the last channel on my board. I'm going to line up the top of this score line and score a line that way. So this time now, I need to just come down to the 2, line it up in that channel, line up, score line, and across. So I've created 2 diagonal lines. And I'm just using my scissors. You could use your trimmer. There we go. And I'm going to fold this one in like that, and this one in like that. Let's move my scoreboard out of the way. The piece on my right, I'm going to put some glue along the bottom edge, and I'm going to fold it over. The one on the left, I'm going to come down the left hand side and across the bottom to seal the bottom. So when I fold it over, I've now got a pocket here, which is just a bit shorter, and then the long pocket, because I didn't glue the edge of this one, goes all the way along. Now, just to tie it all in, I'm going to use my corner rounder. And now we can just stick this on any page we want, really. There we go. So there's my page, and this is from the Little Things. It's the 6x4 photo cards, and you'll see you can fit a 6x4 photo into that, but you can also fit your large tags, and the smaller ones, of course, will also fit because they're the same width. So that's how I did my diagonal pockets. So it was the same as Annette did, just with a different measurement for the height. We're going to do a little extra page in the middle, I think. So I'm just having a look at what papers we've got left. Shall we go for that? Or should we bring in some more of the blue? Let's go for the blue. So for the inside page, I'm going to make it to fit 6 by 4 photos. So I'm going to go 6 1/4 tall. A 4 1/4 would be a good space for a 6x4 photo, see, like so. So 4 1/4 would be my first page. So another 4 1/4 means 8 1/2. And then I don't want 1/2 inch spine for this page, because that's how wide my spine is here, and it wouldn't fit in. So I'm only going to go 3/8. So that's 1, 2, 3. So we're up to 8 7/8. So just short of 9 inches. Again, back to my scoreboard. I'm going to do 4 1/4, flip it around, and 4 1/4 again. So I'm ensuring that both sides are 4 1/4. Then I'm going to fold them back. We're going to put some tape down the middle. So we've got like a little book. I'm going to bring it in, and that will nestle. It's hard to see with this pattern paper. If I bring these up, it'll nestle inside that half-inch spine, like so, leaving a bit of space each side so that it's not touching. And now we've just added 4 more spaces for photos. You've got a 6x4, 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 6x4. And of course, if you wanted to add another one, you'd just go down to a 1/4 inch spine in between. So you'd go to 4 1/4, 8 1/2, 8 3/4 wide, and squat 4 1/4, turn 4 1/4. So there we go. That's our extra pages there. And once we've got that, we could bring in some of this red just to break it up for our diagonal pockets. So our diagonal pockets are going to be, I forgot to write down the measurements for these. So our pages are 4 3/4, wasn't it? Our pages, yeah, 4 3/4. So we're going to be doing these at 5 3/4. wide. By how tall did I make these? Uh, 5.5. So let's go to 5.5. And 5 3/4 wide. So we're going to get both of them from this one sheet. So with the 5 3/4 on top, I'm going to score it half, rotate it and half, and along the bottom at half. So my 5.5 is on the top this time. So 5.5 on the top, that's the bottom, and then 1/2 inch, rotate 1/2 inch. So let's add the tape. So there's the score line. Just help you see. So we're going to go down both sides. And along the bottom. And we're just going to do that miter that we do. So towards the cross and out. Towards the cross and out. I'm going to do the same on this one. Oops. Here. And it's hard to see with this gingham. That's the only thing, so that's why I checked the other side. Because I'm looking at lines and score lines, there we go. So that could be your pockets, which are going to fit on anyway. But just for added interest, we added these diagonal pockets to the original. So I'm going to do a little mark at 3.5. So this is the top of the pocket, which has got no fold, and flip it over. We're going to do 3.5 again. So I've marked 3.5 there and 3.5 there. I'm going to join them up by lining them on this last channel and going down. And now I have a line to follow. Now, if you want more of a diagonal or less of a diagonal, the measurements for this is up to you. There we go. I'm just going to miter the top here. Now, whilst I've got it, if I just do this, I can have my other side done as well without having to do any more measuring. So these are now, you could have them going out, or you could have them coming in. But whichever one you decide, remember, because we've corner rounded this, you're going to want to corner round the outer one. So that's that side. And, oh, I've done them the opposite way to what I wanted. So we're going to have to go with it, like so. Just to tidy it up, I'm going to cut off that little corner as well. So let's add this on. So I'm lining up around that circular corner here. And this side. So I'm lining up that corner, lining up that edge and pressing down. There we go. So now we've got some of that red, just breaking it up there. And that's it. That's as much as I'm going to be showing you with the construction, because now it's just a case of decorate the cover and spine as you wish and add some extra details here. So this was from the Little Things. It was a nice long border strip. So I've just glued 3 edges so that I can tuck my journal cards in. It opens up this way. So I've just put a journal card on here. I've already shown you how to do that diagonal bit. Opened it up. We've got our diagonal pockets, except this time, of course, I went the wrong way. So these are nice big again. We can put our long tags in and our journal cards. Then we've got that page in the middle. Oh, I actually went for the same sort of colour. So some more 6x4 photos. Another diagonal pocket, and then it just repeated with another journal card, another 3-point glue, and then our deep pockets. So I hope you've got some ideas from this shorter version of what you can do to add to your travel album. And if you've enjoyed this, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It really does mean a lot, and let me know in the comments below what you think of this. And keep an eye out on the channels to have a look at a full walkthrough of how this album turns out. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all again soon.